This is
Chat the Great. It's
Definitely.
interesting to see the digital world because you've been a Radio X John from the start. So you've seen the station evolve, which is, I think, is amazing because you've just seen how it's grown as a station, and from XFM obviously to Radio X. So how has that been, kind of being there from the very start and, you know, going through the whole process?
Yeah, it has been fantastic. It's been amazing. I kind of think, hang on a minute, where did everybody else go? Some other people have got some amazing careers going on, and I'm still doing what I do. But I mean, one of the great things for me, and one of the reasons why I've stayed there so long, is because I've had so much freedom to do what I wanted to do, and because of that, I haven't had grounds for complaint where I've thought, oh, I don't get to do this and I don't get to do that. But I do. So that's why I've carried on doing it. But it has been really interesting. And it's also been really interesting seeing how, a radio station evolves and the culture around it evolves. And especially from my point of view, from somebody who's been there for so long, that so many, musical genres have come and gone, bands have come and gone, and radio presenters have come and gone. And that's kind of amazing. And so that's one of the things that I love about music and music culture is just seeing it evolve and kind of bearing witness to that, is really, really interesting, and seeing how it all interlinks and how, in some ways, one thing couldn't exist without another thing. And then I love the way that some people stumble upon something from the past that had been ignored and forgotten, and they revive it and renew it, and suddenly it's being brought back to life again. And that was one of the exciting things about that noughties period, with the Strokes and then the Libertines, and then with the kind of post-punk revival, and then that combining with techno to become electro clash, and then dubstep mutating into grime, and then you had Grindy for a little bit, where the only outlet for grime artists was to go and play indie gigs, and then indie artists would remix grime artists and vice versa, and all really amazing, really fascinating. And that's one of the things that I love about it so much. It's constantly changing. There's always somebody new doing something new, having a fresh take on it. And that's the other interesting thing about that, about those changes, and also about new people coming in, new generations coming in, because each new generation has their own perspective. And in some ways, for some people that might seem, oh God, why do I want to listen to a teenager? What do they know about life? But they've got a different take on it. They've got a different slant on it. And in some ways, they're talking about some of the same things, but they're doing it in a different way. And I find that really exciting and really interesting. In the same way that suddenly, I find that sometimes you get people who very late career, suddenly into their 60s and 70s, then they start making some really amazing music again, almost like they're fired up because they can see the kind of final curtain coming along.
Come on. But you're such a big part of their journey, which is amazing. Like, you've given early airplay to some Mumford and Sons and Razorlight and the XX and so many artists. I could go on for ages and ages, but that's incredible. And like you were saying, you see so many genres and you get to play them and you get to be at the start of that journey, and it must be great for you to see how they go on and do these amazing things.
Oh, totally. It's absolutely fantastic. I love it. It's really, really exciting. And I'm kind of jealous of a lot of these people, because I meet them and they're bright-eyed and bushy-tailed and looking at the world with wonder. And then the next time I meet them, a year later, 2 years later, they've toured the world. They've played in all these amazing cities. They've seen the crowds grow. And I've stayed in the same place. I'm in the same radio studio with the same equipment, same microphone, just talking and playing records. And it's like, oh, well, you've been around the world a few times, and I've just stayed here. But no, it's a privilege. It really is, and I feel really lucky to have been able to do it, because it is really exciting. And it, not everybody goes on to great success. And some of the people that I've been most excited about
I know, it's very hard to think of that.
the recognition and success that they deserve.